Hello everyone. Trevor Harris has asked me to create this video to show you um, how to use the new option of submitting our processing forms online rather than mail them in. When I first got started, I had to only mail them in. So those of you that have been with uh, my flex job and Trevor for more than say a month, that's the only option that we had. Now we can fill out the forms online, which reduces the amount of time that it takes for us to get not only the forms into them by printing them off, filling them out by our hands, or writing them down, and then getting an envelope and postage, paying for the postage costs, and then going to the post office and mail them into them. It would take about a week to get them to them, and then another week or two to turn around before they could process it and send us out our paychecks. I've been a processor for almost 5 months now, and I've always gotten paid, but the delay in the amount of time because of taking that on and the amount that I do at least 10 or more every single week. So to mail them in and wait for the turnaround is great because the paychecks are great, and this has been a blessing for my family. But now that they've come up with the online where we can process them online without having to do any printing, any postage costs, and it speeds up the time by a week or two now. So before we get our paychecks. So I'm just going to walk you through actually, and this will be helpful, I guess, as well. Trevor had mentioned some people are having a problem with the forms to be able to complete them online. So I'm going to do it right from scratch. I've already ordered some online processing forms, which you can do in step 3 right here. If you want to do the online submissions, like I'm going to be showing you on this video, you would just simply click on here and choose and then choose to order the forms. Each form comes with a unique code that they can only be used once each. So and I've already received mine here, as you can see. I'm up to 20 now, but doing the new format, so I've already done 16 of them online, and I guess that's why Trevor has asked me to walk you guys through this, because it's so much simpler. Plus, I kind of shared with him how great I thought it was in an email the other day, how simple it is now, and he asked me to make this video. So back to finding the accounts right off the start. We obviously we go to the account below step number 1, and we click on the database from our members areas, and it'll bring up the National Association administrators. So we just pick a state to go to. I generally have some of my favorite states to process through, which I'm going to keep as a secret for myself, I guess. I'm going to stick with Texas, that Trevor generally shows on his videos, because it's one of the simple sites. But I can tell you right now, there's a good handful of 6 or 7 sites of the state sites and Canadian provinces that I use that are really, really simple. So all I do on here is punch in a last name. So I'm going to punch in one that I've never searched before. And how I find the names to do search for in the last name, I don't use first names at all, because remember, we're only looking for accounts that are over $50. So I'm going to check with Wilson. I've generally been working my way from using a phone book, an old phone book, and I just go from A to W. But for this demonstration on this video for you guys, I'm going to go right to the end and check out Wilson. Okay, so I just click on search. It's going to bring up the security thing, so I have to pick sites that have pictures with buses in them. to make sure I'm a real person. It's going to do the search and it brings them all up. The nice thing about the Texas website is it always shows the amounts that are higher than $50. I know some of the sites will only you have to click on them to see what they are. You have to click, or you have to, it says $50 or more or anything like that, which are fine. Those are the ones you can do, $50 or more, but some of them only say $100 or more, which then makes it harder to find. So for instance, right off the bat, without spending a lot of time trying to find them, as you all are aware, if you've gone through the training in Trevor's membership, in your members areas, this one right here for $232.98 will be fine for me to use as the example, because I'm going to get 30% of that, which is a nice paycheck. Now obviously I could go through a lot bigger ones. As you all know, I generally don't do ones that small. I try to do ones that are $500 or more. And see real quick if I could find one here, just right off the bat. But I don't want to spend oh, here's a nice one. Barbara Wilson, here's a perfect one. This one is $2,145. So this is a one that I would actually really do, not just on this demonstration. So I'll actually do it and submit it. So I'll show you guys how I did it. So that's well over $50. Now I'm just going to go to my online form to show you. So you'll get an email through step 3. They'll come in like this, and you just click on the link, and it brings up a really simple online form. I'm just going to hide my name for privacy reasons. I'll have it make sure that Trevor edits this for me. And I'm just putting my name, and then I just push OK. I put in my mailing address. Sorry. And then I put in my email address. This is so much easier than printing and doing it the way we used to, especially waiting for our checks. Now, on the fourth question that it asks you on the online form is the account holder's name, if applicable, which on this case it does. It says Barbara Wilson. So I just have the two windows open at the same time. I just go back, Wilson, and then I hit OK, and it'll ask me the last known address if it's applicable, which it is. So I'm just going to copy and paste it to show you how you don't have to type them in. You can even just copy and paste them in. So much easier. Now, keep in mind I'm going slower in this video, as Trevor asked me to. I can really bang these out now with the online forms after I've done 15 or 16 of these. I can do them so much faster than I used to be able to. You just hit OK. The outstanding balance, again, we're just copying and pasting now, which is so much easier. For those of you that don't know how to right click and copy and paste it into, you can use Control C will copy it, and Control V on your keyboard will, sorry, got too many windows open. Now put that in there, and then ask for the property ID if applicable, which it does. And I'm just copying and pasting the property ID in there. And ask for the type of account. This is a accounts receivable credit balance, so I'm just going to copy and paste that. And again, if it doesn't supply it, just so you guys know, because I've been doing this for so many months, if it doesn't supply that, you just put not applicable. Even if you're mailing them in, you would just put not applicable. It asks what the state of the province this is found in, and this was Texas. I love Texas. There's so many accounts. The bigger states, Texas, New York, California. And that is it. That is all it took me to complete an online form. So much, and I would just hit done. And that's it. I submitted it, and I'm done for that one. And then I would move on and do my second one. As you can see how easy this is. It would be so easy for me to go find another one that's over $50, but I generally, like I said, like to do the over $500 ones. And that's up to you, obviously. As long as it's over $50, they're going to pay you. Here's another one for $1,890. So much easier. It's just that I like to receive bigger checks, and I like to get, especially now that there's a bonus to get 10 in every single week by Friday in this month. We get $350 on top of our regular checks. So just by doing that submission, I'm going to be making very, very good money. Just like the other checks. I've pretty much stopped completely mailing mine in now, just because it's so much quicker. As you saw, I can copy and paste it. There's no printing, there's no postage. I just love it this way, and I'm really thankful for this opportunity, and I'm glad that they've finally allowing us to submit them online. So again, I'm just going back now, and if you need to find the form, always in step 1 you'll find the database link below the video. And in step 2, if you're going to complete the forms and mail them in, you can watch step 2, but those of you doing it online, you can disregard step number 2 now, actually. It's a 2-step process now, Trevor. And then go to step number 2, and where you don't have to pay the shipping and handling fee or anything, you just click on the option for online submissions that reads right there. You just, where it says click here, and I think that's all that I needed to do for the video. I know I stumbled. I'm a little bit nervous, but